Greetings. Welcome to the Reflections on the Proverbs series. I'm your host, Michael J. Griffin Jr., the Developing Dad, and we are revamping this series so that I can begin giving you daily wisdom from the Proverbs. Okay, so today is January 4th, 2022, and we're going to be in Proverbs 4, verse 20. And let's get right to it. And it reads, My son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Okay, so if you're familiar with my series on the reflection of the Proverbs, I like to go over the plan, the purpose, and the produce of each and every proverb. And that's what we're going to do in this lesson. Okay, the plan here is a father teaching his son. Each proverb generally is Solomon passing down wisdom to his son. There are some proverbs from other writers as well, but I'll highlight that as we go along. But this is Solomon teaching his son. In the first four chapters, he is going over, he's continually saying, my son, pay attention, be attentive. Okay, and there's here you see the plan being laid out. So the second thing I like to go over is the purpose of each proverb. Okay, so the purpose of this proverb is to gain the attention of his son in order to teach. He wants to teach his son something, but he first has to get his attention. So he calls out his name, and then he uses two parallel statements: attend to my words, and incline thine ear unto my sayings. All right, attend and incline thine ear. Those are two parallel statements that are meant to heighten the listener, so that they understand that something important is about to be said. When you see things repeated in Hebrew poetry and literature like this, you know that means something important is about to be said. And he says, attend to my words and incline thine ear to my saying. So those are the two parallels, attending and inclining thine ear, and then my words and my saying. So you see that there is a parallel statement here. So what does he want him to do? Right? What is the purpose? We've got the purpose. So he's got his attention, and he wants him to listen to the things that he's about to say. So what is he trying to produce in him? Okay, and this is what I believe he's trying to produce. And we'll see that in successive verses and then in another place that I'm going to take us to. But he wants to produce life, health, and wisdom. Okay, so what does he want to produce? Let's go to Proverbs. I'm going to pull myself down out of the way very quickly. It says here in Proverbs 4:22, for he's talking about his words and his sayings. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Again, you see the repeated thing, right? Life and health, right? He wants them to have life and health, and those two things are parallel, right? If you remember from 3 John, we can actually just go there. I'll add that to the list, right? 3 John, it just came to me. Don't want to belabor this long, but he says, Beloved, 3 John 2, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. This is a common thing that, let me move this out of the way. This is a common thing that believers wish for each other. This is what a father would wish for his son, or want for his son. Okay? So listen to my sayings, and then you'll have life and health. Okay? And again, you see the parallelism. When you see that, you know that this is important. It's something. He's repeating that same thing over and over again. And then there's something in Proverbs 13:1. It says, A wise son heareth his father's instruction, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. I'm going to bring myself back up. The wise son, one who is wise, will listen and increase in wisdom. But if you're not wise, you're a scorner, you won't hear the rebuke. And Solomon wants his son to be wise. The whole purpose of the book, when he's writing, is to help his son to find wisdom, right? And I'll point you to the Proverbs 1 video from the previous Reflections on the Proverbs series, where you can see where I point some of those things out. But if he's trying to produce these things in him, life, health, and wisdom. All right, so we've got our plan, a father teaching his son. We've got the purpose to gain his attention. That specific proverb is, my son, listen, listen. 2 times he says it, so that he can teach him. And he wants to produce in him life, health, and wisdom. That's the thing that he's going for, in every proverb. He wants his son to be wise, right? Because his son is going to rule, most likely. So he needs him to be a wise ruler. Now, what can we take as a point of application from this verse, right, as fathers? Well, we need to get our children's attention, all right? That's very important, because our children are distracted, and we live in a distracted culture. We need to be able to get our children's attention. We need to do whatever it takes within godly means to do that. If it means taking things away, if it means we ourselves being more involved in their lives, stripping out some things that may not be necessary in order to spend more time with them, to invest in them. We need to get our children's attention. We need to understand who they are and how to approach them and how to reach them. So we need to do what Solomon does here. He repeats, right, in verse 4, verse 20. He knows to repeat this. Listen, pay attention. 2 times I'm going to say this, multiple times, so that I get your attention, so that you are focused on what I'm about to teach you. All right. And then the second point of application is that we've got to teach them. We've been taught, we've been told as fathers, as Christian fathers, Ephesians 6:1, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest live long on the earth. And then in verse 4, and ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, right? So that's the paideia and the nouthesia of the Lord, right? The full enculturation of all the things that are Christian. We've been told as fathers that it is our job to teach our children, okay? That is all I got for you today, all right? So I'm going to leave you with that. This is the first revamp in the Reflections on the Proverbs series. I'm going to post this in the morning so that hopefully each morning that you may be able to listen to me. And then if you're not doing this in your home, you can take this lesson to your children. Listen to what I'm saying. Read the Proverbs with your children. Proverbs 4 on the 4th day of the month. And then highlight some things, right? And then use this as application so that you can go forward teaching your children, getting their attention in order to teach them. Because the next generation is going to be, we're the ones that are pouring into them. And they're going to be a reflection of the work and attention that we gave to them. All right? So I'll see you all in the next one. And until the next time, be on alert, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. All right, see you all around. Bye.